What's going on, everyone? It's Rifle here, and thanks for checking out this Fallout 76 video. In this one, I plan to go over 10 useful tips to use against the Scorchbeast Queen. I figured I'd make this because there isn't really no guide out at the moment to kill the Scorchbeast Queen. If you have any useful tips that you'd like to share, feel free to leave it down below in the comments. I'm sure the community would enjoy that. Also, if you find this enjoyable and it helps out, consider leaving a like on the video and, hey, maybe subscribe and stick around for more Fallout 76 content. That's totally up to you, though. Let's go ahead and get into these 10 useful tips. First off, in case you don't know how to summon the Scorchbeast Queen, all you have to do is drop a nuke over here in the bottom right of the map at this Fisher Site Prime. When you drop the nuke over here, this will summon the Queen. Now this fight can be one major nipple twister, so that's the reason why I'm going over 10 useful tips that will help you take out her. So the first very helpful tip I have for you is becoming mutated. As you can see, here is the mutation list, and the first mutation at the top of this list is the one that you want to aim for, it seems. This is extremely useful when dealing damage to the Queen. As you can see, it ups your weapon damage when you have low HP. You can do some hefty damage with this mutation while having a decent build. So to get mutated, the goal is to just get highly radiated and then hope for the best. There is also a way where you can buy mutation serums. Now doing it this way isn't going to be as random of getting the adrenal reaction. You're just going to have to keep reloading the science terminal until it pops up. As you can see here for this example, it unfortunately didn't pop up, but here are a bunch of mutation serums. Now these are located over here at the White Springs service. You are going to have to do the bunker buster, but once you're inside this bunker, you are free to purchase these. In case you don't know where to go exactly, just follow the route that I am taking. I'm going straight to the science area where they'll have these science terminals at where you can purchase these mutation serums. Specifically, keep an eye out for the adrenal reaction, and if it isn't there, just hop servers and come back here. But that's totally up to you if you want to take this route. You can just get mutated regularly by increasing your radiation and have a chance at getting this specific mutation. Keep in mind, the higher your charisma, the lower these prices can be. I think the price tag is potentially worth it, seeming how mutations can last forever. Who knows, you might find another mutation that you'd rather have here also. But anyways, let's stick with the adrenal reaction mutation. When you have this, in order for this effect to work, you're going to have low HP. So with that in mind, you're going to want to be prepared with stim packs. In general, anyone coming here to fight the Queen is going to want to be prepared on medical supplies, of course. So on that note, to prep yourself for medical supplies, you just simply want to come over here to Watoga's emergency services. And once you're over here, this is where the farm will begin. You can get stim packs, diluted stim packs, super stim packs, rataways, I mean, you name it. You get tons of medical supplies. You just simply want to come inside this elevator and go up. And when you get up, this is where the farm will begin. There will be 5 things that you have a potential chance of searching when going through this floor, and 7 things that you have a chance at searching through going up to the next floor. As you can see, I just got a super stim pack from that doctor's bag. That was a good example. Oh goodness, I need to eat and drink. I don't really got much on me, but oh well. As you can see though, there was something you could search through there. There's something you can search over here. Ooh, a diluted stim pack. What's in this? Oh, dang it. I was hoping for a banger. But yeah, 3 here in this hallway you can search through. 2 in the beginning, and then you want to make your way up to this floor. And forewarning, there will be enemies up here the first time you go through this place, just throwing it out there. Anyways, when you get on this floor, you just simply want to come over here and check this restroom. There's 2 things you can search through in here. I sometimes just leave it and I'll get it later or something. But anyways, once you search that restroom, you just simply want to come over here. By the way, this will be locked, so you just need to pick this. And once you pick it, you'll have 3 things you can search through in here. So this is a very important room right here to run through. Okay? And then you want to come over here in this room and search through these. You have 2 things. So yeah, that's 7 up here. And then you want to make your way out to the top of the building, and then from here you just rinse and repeat. Also, there is some power armor and a trunk you can search through over here, as well as a mini nuke you can pick up, so keep that in mind. There's a few goodies up here Anyways, now you just want to make your way back into the building and rinse and repeat the run that I just showed you. This is a great way to stock up on medical supplies for the fight. So for this next tip, this also revolves around the adrenal reaction mutation. Most weapons that have the bloodied legendary effect, which there is a chance you can get this effect on weapons as a legendary enemy drop, and this also will increase your damage to lower your health. So this is a great combination to use with the adrenal reaction mutation against the Scorchbeast Queen. Alright, so to keep this short, simple, and straight to the point, the next tip I have for you is to check out this Endangeral Syringer. This, as you can see, doesn't have a strong attack, but it can reduce the damage resistance of the enemy that you are attacking. And the effect lasts for 2 minutes. That's quite a bit of time that you can use to, deal damage. Not to mention all of the other players dealing damage too. Another tip is to try placing home defenses around in the area where the Scorchbeast Queen is at. This can potentially affect her landing though, but it doesn't too much, I will say, but it can sometimes affect how much she lands. I'm just throwing it out there, so it depends really on how big your base is. Now keep in mind you're going to have to place your camp around in between, the two Fisher sites down here in the bottom right of the map before the nuke goes off, because if you try placing it down here when the nuke has already went off, you won't be able to. So what you want to do is place turrets here, preferably rockets, but if you don't have them, just compromise with lasers or something else. Heck, just place them all if you want. But once you place them, the nuke is going to come here and destroy them, and then you're just going to have to repair them. And while they're here, they're going to be maintaining all the enemies that come. They're going to be helping deal damage to all the enemies, including the Scorchbeast Queen, of course. So this is just extra damage and something to plan out before that nuke goes off. And keep in mind, if you are wanting to craft the rocket turrets, that's going to cost you home defense 3. Okay, so next tip is, of course, to be sure to come with ammo. If you're needing ammo, there is a way to farm it really easily. Any type of ammo that you're needing. You just want to simply come over to the converted munitions factory right over here on the map. And once you're here, you're going to have to power up this place and of course take it over, possibly if it's already being taken over, which more than likely it is. A lot of the times it seems like that. But yeah, all you have to do is just simply power it up, and as you can see, you have a list of ammo to choose from. And the ammo that you choose, over time, it will generate ammo into that machine that you can collect. Another useful tip against the Scorchbeast Queen is to be sure to share your perk cards. In case you don't know how to do that, you are going to have your charisma higher, but as you can see, when you go over a card, it will allow you to share it with your teammates. So yeah, this is pretty nifty and extremely useful. So speaking of perk cards, good perk cards to use against the Scorchbeast Queen fight, I will say first off, is the Nerd Rage. This goes perfect with that mutation combinations, so going way back to the beginning, you want to use Nerd Rage for your build against the Scorchbeast Queen because it is extremely useful. As you can see, while below 20% health, once again, that adrenal reaction as well, when you have lower health, you get that bonus effect, and not to mention bloodied weapons. But for this, while below 20% health, if you have it maxed out, that is, you will gain 40 damage resistance, 20% extra damage, and 15% action point regeneration. So definitely a perk card to be checking out. Once again, this is in the intelligence category. I don't even know what tip number I'm at, to be completely honest, but to wrap this up, I'm going to be going over some other perk cards that are extremely useful to use against the Queen. Next up here, I suggest trying out Slugger, which this will increase your two-handed melee weapon damage. And keep in mind, if you're using like that bloodied war drum that I showed you earlier, plus Nerd Rage, plus adrenal reaction, oh my gosh, you're going to be doing some insane damage with just those combined. Anyways, next up, you want to check out Martial Artist. You want to try to max that out. In my opinion, this is a great perk to use up against the Queen. Melee builds can deal out quite a bit of damage. Don't get me wrong, rifle builds can too. Anyways, next perk card I suggest you checking out, besides just like damage and whatnot, is this perk card here called Team Medic. This will make it so you will share your stim pack usages, which, it's extremely useful. But yeah, that's about wrapping up this video. That's all I really wanted to go over. I feel like I covered quite a bit, so hopefully those of you that are having a little bit of trouble on the Scorchbeast Queen, these tips make it so she's an easier fight. That is my goal out of making this video, after all, to help out the Fallout 76 community. Which reminds me, if you did enjoy this, consider leaving a like. That's always greatly appreciated. It helps out the video a lot. And also maybe stick around and subscribe for more Fallout 76 content. And if you don't like what you see in the future, just simply unsubscribe. I'm out of here though, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen. Peace.